If you're over 40 and trying to lose weight, what you eat in the morning could be making your journey easier or leaving you hungry, tired, and reaching for snacks before lunchtime. And no, you don't need expensive supplements, complicated recipes, or a breakfast that tastes like cardboard. The key is choosing meals that combine protein, fiber, and satisfying whole foods to help you stay fuller for longer. So today, I'm sharing 8 delicious and realistic breakfast ideas for weight loss after 40. And make sure you stay until number 8 because it's perfect for those mornings when you're busy, running late, and tempted to skip breakfast altogether. Welcome to Thrive with Diane, where we talk about better health, smarter money, and creating a better life after 40. Now, grab your coffee or tea and let's get started.
Breakfast number 1. Oatmeal with berries, chia seeds, and nuts. Let's start with an old favorite, oatmeal. But before you say, Diane, oatmeal leaves me hungry an hour later, hear me out. The problem may not be the oatmeal. The problem may be what you're putting or not putting in it. A bowl of plain instant oatmeal may not keep you satisfied for very long. Instead, try preparing your oatmeal with rolled oats and adding berries, chia seeds, cinnamon, and a small portion of nuts. The oats, berries, and chia seeds provide fiber, while the nuts add healthy fats and a little extra protein. You can also add Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or another protein source that works for your dietary needs. The result? A more balanced and satisfying breakfast that can help you avoid the mid-morning snack attack. And here's a little tip. Be careful with how much honey, sugar, and syrup you add. It's surprisingly easy to turn a healthy bowl of oatmeal into dessert for breakfast.
Breakfast number 2. Eggs, whole grain toast, and avocado. Eggs provide protein, the whole grain toast adds carbohydrates and fiber, and avocado provides satisfying fats. And please, don't think you have to eat boring boiled eggs every morning. You can scramble your eggs, make an omelet, or prepare them in whatever way helps you stay consistent with your healthy eating goals. Add vegetables such as spinach, tomatoes, mushrooms, or peppers for even more volume and nutrients. The goal isn't to make breakfast miserable. The goal is to create meals you can realistically continue eating 3 months, 6 months, and even a year from now. Because consistency will always beat the perfect diet you can only follow for 7 days.
Breakfast number 3. Greek yogurt breakfast bowl. Next is one of the easiest breakfasts on this list, a Greek yogurt breakfast bowl. Start with plain Greek yogurt and add berries, chia seeds, and a small portion of nuts. If you prefer a little sweetness, add some fresh fruit or a small drizzle of honey. Greek yogurt can provide a substantial amount of protein, which may help make your breakfast more satisfying. Just pay attention when you're shopping. Some flavored yogurts contain considerable amounts of added sugar, so check the nutrition label and compare your options. And if you don't eat dairy, you can look for a dairy-free alternative that provides a meaningful amount of protein. Remember, we're not chasing perfection here, we're building better habits.
Breakfast number 4 is the veggie-packed omelet. Breakfast number 4 is perfect if you prefer savory breakfasts. The veggie-packed omelet. Start with eggs and add vegetables such as spinach, tomatoes, onions, mushrooms, or bell peppers. You could also add a small amount of cheese or another lean protein source. One of the reasons I like this breakfast is the volume. Adding vegetables allows you to enjoy a larger, more satisfying meal without relying solely on highly processed breakfast foods. And if mornings are hectic, chop your vegetables ahead of time. Keep them refrigerated so that when morning comes, all you have to do is add them to the pan. Healthy eating becomes much easier when the healthy choice is also the convenient choice. And if you don't eat dairy, you can look for a dairy-free alternative that provides a meaningful amount of protein. Remember, we're not chasing perfection here. We're building better habits. Breakfast number 5. Cottage cheese, fruit, and nuts. Now, this one may surprise some of you. Cottage cheese with fresh fruit and a small serving of nuts. Cottage cheese is rich in protein and can be paired with sweet or savory ingredients.
Try it with berries, peaches, or apple slices and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Or, if you prefer savory foods, try cottage cheese with tomatoes, cucumber, black pepper, and herbs. It's quick, it's customizable, and it requires almost no cooking. That's a win on busy mornings. Keep them refrigerated so that when morning comes, all you have to do is add them to the pan. Healthy eating becomes much easier when the healthy choice is also the convenient choice. And if you don't eat dairy, you can look for a dairy-free alternative that provides a meaningful amount of protein. Remember, we're not chasing perfection here, we're building better habits.
Breakfast number 6, the high-protein breakfast wrap. Breakfast number 6 is one of my favorites for people who need something more substantial, a high-protein breakfast wrap. Start with a whole grain tortilla. Add scrambled eggs, vegetables, and a protein source of your choice. You could use chicken, turkey, beans, or a small amount of cheese. Wrap everything together and you have a satisfying breakfast that can also be prepared ahead of time. And here's another idea. Prepare several breakfast wraps during the weekend, refrigerate or freeze them appropriately, and reheat one when you need a quick breakfast. Again, make the healthy choice the easy choice. Breakfast number 7, chia pudding with fruit. Breakfast number 7 is for anyone who says, I don't have time to cook breakfast in the morning. Meet chia pudding. Chia seeds can be prepared the night before with milk or a dairy-free alternative. Leave the mixture in the refrigerator overnight, and by morning, you'll have a ready-to-eat breakfast. Add fresh fruit, cinnamon, and perhaps a small portion of nuts. However, because chia pudding on its own may not provide enough protein for everyone, consider pairing it with a protein-rich food that fits your preferences and nutritional needs. And please remember, portion sizes still matter. Healthy foods are nutritious, but that doesn't mean calories suddenly stop counting.
Breakfast number 8, the emergency breakfast. Because real life happens. You oversleep, you have an early appointment, you have children to get ready. Or maybe you simply don't feel like cooking. Instead of automatically grabbing pastries or other foods that leave you hungry soon afterward, create a simple backup breakfast. For example, a piece of fruit, a small portion of nuts, and a protein-rich yogurt. Or whole grain toast with peanut butter and fruit. Or 2 pre-cooked eggs with fruit and whole grain crackers. The specific combination is less important than the principle. Have a plan before you need the plan. Because many of our less helpful food decisions don't happen because we don't know what's healthy. They happen because we're hungry, busy, and unprepared.
Now that we've covered all 8 breakfasts, there's something important I want to mention. Eating a healthy breakfast doesn't automatically lead to weight loss. You can eat oatmeal, avocado, nuts, smoothies, and other nutritious foods and still consume more calories than your body needs. Weight management depends on your overall eating pattern, activity, sleep, health circumstances, and other individual factors. So instead of looking for one magical breakfast, focus on building meals that are satisfying, nutritious, and appropriate for your needs. Ask yourself, does my breakfast contain a meaningful source of protein? Does it contain fiber-rich foods? Will this meal realistically keep me satisfied? And most importantly, do I actually enjoy eating it? Because the best healthy breakfast isn't the one an influencer tells you to eat. It's the one that supports your goals and that you can consistently enjoy.
So, which of these 8 breakfasts would you actually eat? Are you team oatmeal, team eggs, or are you definitely going for the emergency breakfast because mornings are already chaotic enough? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're over 40 and ready to improve your health, make smarter money decisions, and create a better next chapter, subscribe to Thrive with Diane and join our growing community. Because thriving after 40 isn't about becoming a completely different person overnight. It's about making smarter choices, one step at a time. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. Until next time, take care of yourself, keep moving forward, and remember,
your best chapter can still be ahead of you.